problem with these NEPA people? They have disconnected my light again.
There's nothing like NEPA again. It's IKEJA Electric. Did you connect illegally?
I only called one electrician nearby to connect it for me.
What? You and that electrician are joking with 21 years imprisonment. It's illegal to connect or reconnect yourself or carry out any form of activity on IKEJA Electric network. Doing so will not only cause damage, it can lead to electric shock and electrocution.
21 years imprisonment? Electrocution? God forbid. Please, I'm going to contact IKEJA Electric right now for proper connection to stay alive peacefully with my family.
If you want to connect or reconnect light, kindly contact IKEJA Electric's nearest office to you and also report any energy theft you notice around you through IKEJA Electric's customer care numbers 01-488-3900, 01-7000-250 and 0700-022-5543 or send an email to customercare@ikejaelectric.com. IKEJA Electric, bringing energy to life.
Hey, have you heard the good news about IKEJA Electric?
What is new this time?
IKEJA Electric has made payment of electricity bills a lot easier through multiple payment channels accessible anywhere, anytime. You can pay using bank mobile apps and websites, IKEJA Electric website, and through their payment agents as well. The payment channels are convenient, reliable, and secure.
Fantastic!
Please pay your bill to avoid disconnection and ensure you collect or print your receipt as evidence of payment. Do not give cash to any IKEJA Electric staff for bill settlement, reconnection fee, meter bypass, or any of the surcharges. For more information, visit www.ikejaelectric.com. You can also contact customer care on 01-700-250 and 01-2272-940 or send an email to customercare@ikejaelectric.com. IKEJA Electric, bringing energy to life.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, IKEJA Electric, and you.
Okay, so we have done pretty well, but like the issue of metering is inexhaustible. So you continue to meter because there will be new accounts, there will be new areas developing. But so far, we've done more than the threshold of 80%.
Wow, more than 80%.
So we're doing very well. That's correct.
Wow, that's massive. All right, that means you guys have really done a whole lot of
in areas like name is the same on all platforms at IKEJA Electric. That way you're able to get the link. You visit that website, and if you're an existing customer, say you already have an account number, all you need to do is to use that account number, ensure that you have your NIN handy, and then complete the process. You register and then you wait. Now, the good part of this is that you have liberty to choose from whichever vendor you want to buy from. So you can see their prices, you can also see the vendors, and so you can make a choice if you want to buy from Mojek, if you want to buy from MBH, if you want to buy from Harry's, whoever it is that you want to buy from, you can easily make a choice and buy from any of the vendors.
Okay. All right, so and how much does it cost?
Okay, as per cost, because we have different vendors, the price is not uniform, is not the same. But then if you are looking to buy a single phase, for example, it's about 125,000 naira, and if you're looking to buy a three-phase meter, it's about 208. That's, let's just say, roughly 209, with let's say 208 plus maybe 400 naira on it. So let's just say 209. But this, please note that these prices are not static. They change from time to time because these prices have been affected by Forex, and so it's not at all times that you find these prices at that at what I've just quoted. So be mindful of that. So what we always advise customers to do is to visit that site and then make a choice as to whatever it is that they want, just for them to have a rough idea.
All right. So if I apply for a meter today, how soon will that meter be out?
Okay, meters, once you have paid for the meter would be installed in the customer's premises 10 working days from the day of payment. So if you pay on, say, today being the 14th, it is expected that by 25th or on the 28th of this month, you will get metered, the latest.
Okay.
Yes.
And the meters, are they available? Readily available?
Of course, the meters are available, Victor. The meters are available. Have you tried visiting the site yourself?
I haven't, but of course I do hear.
I think you should.
I do hear from people, and what did they tell you? Sometimes it takes like 2 months, 3 months, 4 months before you can get things sorted.
No, that's not correct. Except in cases where you have an exception.
Okay.
So if you have, yes, there are customers who say they've not been metered because they probably have issues of information mismatch, and so we put those ones in an exception list. So if you find yourself in that situation, do well to either quickly visit the customer care or go to the nearest undertaking close to you and complain. Get an SR number, a service request number, stating that these are your details, so you can provide the accurate information at that point so that your details can be found out. So if you have a proof of payment, you have what we call the application reference number, all of those details, make sure you provide them, get an SR so that it can be traced. Otherwise, there's no reason why you should not be metered within 10 days of paying for the meter.
All right, so Alima, I needed to talk to my listeners this morning on the different types of meters that we have. What are the different types?
Okay, so we have meters for, we have prepaid customers. Okay, so firstly, we have what we call non-MD customers and MD customers.
Meaning?
Non-MD customers.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, the non-MD customers are the non-maximum demand customers, people usually who would classify as residential users and whose consumption is not up to 45 kilowatts in terms of their load consumption. So how do we even know whether you fall under whether you're going to be a maximum demand customer? So for customers maybe like hotels, like manufacturing, all of those businesses that probably draw more energy, what we do is we go there to see if your load is 45 kVA. Okay. If your load is equal to and above 45 kVA, that makes you an MD customer. Yes. So, but how do we know? We have to come to your premises, and that's why you see some people use a 3-phase meter and it gets burnt because they have a load that is beyond what the 3-phase meter can carry. Okay. So when you have So
what kind of meters? What kind of meters will those kind of buildings carry?
Okay, so that's why we now have the prepaid meter that we use mostly for residential customers whose load is below 45 kVA. Okay, while those who are considered MD customers whose load is equal to or above 40 years, we now use what we call the MD meters. Now, if you go to maybe places like hospitals, hotels, gas stations, you see them using MD meters installed by for some people who have what we call dedicated transformers. You see these meters by those meters. Transformers rather. Okay. That way, they are being measured based on, of course, their load.
Right. So before any meter is installed, there should be a kind of demand check. Or
absolutely. So let's go back to the metering process. So when you have paid, in fact, before you pay, there would have the metering team, the MAP in this case, which is either Mojet, MPH, Aries, and all of them. They would have, depending on whichever one choice you make at the point of trying to pay for the meter, they will make they'll come and do what we call a survey. So they'll come to the premises to advise you on what is appropriate for your building or your house, as the case may be, by doing an assessment of the place and asking you even where there's a need for you to have a bus bar, do a particular type of wiring. All of that you'd have been advised before the eventual day of installation.
Okay.
Yes, that's what we call a survey.
Right. So after the survey, one can now, make your application and.
Absolutely. So after the survey, of course, the customer is ready for metering. That's installation, and then of course the installation team will now come on a date. Of course, they will call you before they come, because that's why we say make sure that your phone number is correct. You're able to match all of your details, and that's why some people run into problem because they use proxies, they use agents to do this for them. So on the day of installation, or maybe they want to come and do a survey, they are calling an agent and they're not calling the owner of the property, and that's why people fall into exception. That's why they'll say, okay, I've paid 2 months ago and I haven't been metered, because the information you provided is either not accurate or number not reachable, and all of those cases. And that's why we put them in what we call an exception list. And if you're listening and you haven't been metered and you have paid and you have exceeded 2 weeks, please do well to complain. Get a service request number in any of our offices closest to you.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, IKEJA Electric and You is the program, and today we're looking at metering services and matters arising. We're trying to dissect what those meters are and how you can also get one for yourself. All right, we'll talk about the incident reports at Lekki Ajah corridor. It's a loaded Mack truck having rear tire problem. No information on it yet. At New Road, inwards Igboefon, control room can be posted. But the other two impediments that we talked about earlier on, the one at Antikeni, inward to Guluntu, that has been fixed and moved up the road. Same for Ojota, inwards New Garage on the main carriageway. The 6-tire truck has also been fixed and moved to a side. So it's a much better drive right now. Within the Apapa corridor, it's appreciable movement from Total Bridge descending towards Area B, connecting Port Road, still looking good. Area B inwards Airways down to Flour Mills, also looking good right now. And from there inwards Eleganza, linking up with Etisalat, proceeding towards Mr. Biggs, very much in perfect shape. Return journey from Mr. Biggs heading towards Etisalat, and Eleganza is very, very free. One lane policy still very much upheld due to trucks and trailers within that corridor trying to make their way into the ports. The return journey from Wharf Gate back to Eleganza down to Flour Mills inwards Airways is still looking good too. So we'll be sending you more helpings as they come in. But if you have any comment to make, or perhaps if you're also concerned about metering services under IKEJA Electric, you can also feel free to join the conversation as well. So we'll be entertaining your calls and taking comments. That will be after this brief break.
My brother, what is the problem with these NEPA people? They have disconnected my light again.
There's nothing like NEPA again. It's IKEJA Electric. Did you connect illegally?
I only called one electrician nearby to connect it for me.
What? You and that electrician are joking with 21 years imprisonment. It's illegal to connect or reconnect yourself or carry out any form of activity on IKEJA Electric network. Doing so will not only cause damage, it can lead to electric shock and electrocution.
21 years imprisonment, electrocution, God forbid. Please, I'm going to contact IKEJA Electric right now for proper connection to stay alive peacefully with my family.
If you want to connect or reconnect light, kindly contact IKEJA Electric's nearest office to you and also report any energy theft you notice around you through IKEJA Electric's customer care numbers 01-488-3900, 01-7000-250, and 0700-022-5543, or send an email to customercare@ikejaelectric.com. IKEJA Electric, bringing energy to life.
Hey, have you heard the good news about IKEJA Electric?
What is new this time?
IKEJA Electric has made payment of electricity bills a lot easier through multiple payment channels accessible anywhere, anytime. You can pay using bank mobile apps and websites, IKEJA Electric website, and through their payment agents as well. The payment channels are convenient, reliable, and secure.
Fantastic! Please pay your bill to avoid disconnection and ensure you collect or print your receipt as evidence of payment. Do not give cash to any IKEJA Electric staff for bill settlement, reconnection fee, meter bypass, or any of the surcharges. For more information, visit www.ikejaelectric.com. You can also contact customer care on 01-700-250 and
01-2272-940,
or send an email to customercare@ikejaelectric.com. IKEJA Electric, bringing energy to life.
Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. IKEJA Electric and You is the program. Halima Shuaibu is External Communications Coordinator for IKEJA Electric. And we're talking metering services and matters arising. All right, so you did say that within 10 working days, right? Or how many working days? If one applies for a meter?
Correct.
10 working days.
Yes, from the day of payment.
Right. So what are the things that could delay this? Because like I said, people do send messages to us and they're saying, well, we've done this for 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, and it's not coming out. What are the things that could cause a delay?
Okay, like I said, information mismatch. Okay, not being able to reach a particular number, after the customer has paid for the for the meter. So that's to be a problem. So we try to reach a number, the number is unreachable. Of course, we move to the next customer and put that, after several attempts to trying to reach the customer, we put that in what we call an exception list. So it's for those group of customers, if you fall under this category, that you know that you have paid, you've done everything that you need to do, you should complain. You should go to any of our offices to complain. There are times that people provide maybe the number of the agent that did the registration on behalf of the landlady, or a tenant's number, or something that we cannot trace. And for that reason, there's a delay in bringing the meter to your house. So these are the reasons why we encourage people to just go ahead and do this thing yourself. Don't use a middleman. Do it so that you can provide the correct information that would make it easy make the metering process easy.
All right. Let's begin to take some reactions right now. By the way, if you want to be part of the program this morning, you can call in 08099120777 and 091-5387-7127. 091-5387-7127. This one says, good morning. It has been challenging lately trying to recharge via the payment portals. What is being done to make the process more effective? Bright is sending that one in.
Okay. All right. As per inability to recharge, we apologize for that experience. We sent out what we call, we had a downtime on Friday, 11th of October. We sent out messages to customers apologizing for inability or for the experience they were having on most of our payment channels. Okay, and of course, some customers now can pay, I want to believe that this customer, I don't know if that's the customer's experience as at today. We apologize, but be assured that you'll be able to you'll be able to recharge as soon as normalcy is restored.
It's restored. Okay. This one says, good morning here. It says, please. It says, good morning here. Please, I would like to bring to the attention of our IKEJA district officials that the mini transformer attached to houses 6, 8, and 10 on IKEJA Close, Oteri, has not supplied power since late night on Saturday during the downpour till now. Kindly assist in resolving this. Thank you. You didn't put your name. Okay.
So this is why it is important for you to lodge your complaint at the undertaking closest to you, or send an email to customercare@ikejaelectric.com. So since Sunday, or when did you say this happened?
Late Saturday night.
Somebody would have, of course, you would have generated an SR number by this morning. You'd have gotten that, and you'd have been able to track the progress of that complaint. So Akisheye, if you can, you said the place is
Akisheye Close, right? In Oteri.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, this has been noted. We would find out touch base.
House 6, 8, and 10.
Some time to get back.
Okay.
I'm sorry?
It's house number 6, 8, and 10. The mini transformer that's attached to it, yes. Okay, so you've taken note of that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, this one says, how can customers escalate unresolved issues related to metering? It says, and what is the typical typical response time? Elijah from Alakpere is sent that one in. So let me take that again, maybe so that you can understand. He said, how can customers escalate unresolved issues related to metering, and what is the typical response time? Elijah from Alakpere.
Okay, Mr. Elijah from Alakpere, thank you for that. So for unresolved issues, I want to believe that you already have what we call a service request number. So that makes it easier for you to track what the progress is on that complaint. So let's say, for instance, you can't go to the office today, you're at work. You can quickly quote that SR number in an email and send it to customercare@ikejaelectric.com to get an update on that SR. So if it's unresolved, they should be able to tell you why they've not closed out on it. And if they've closed out on it, they will reply you and tell you that this is what they have done. Okay, so you'll be able to get an update. And as far the turnaround time on resolution for each complaint has different turnaround time. Some have 3, some have 6, some have 24 hours, others 48. So it depends on the nature of the complaint. And it's important that at the point of lodging the complaint, please do well to ask the customer care representative what the turnaround time is for your own kind of complaint.
Okay, so more messages are coming in here for you this morning. Let me see. Okay, this one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. Greetings to your guest. Please help me ask her that on what basis should a customer pay for a meter? It's just like a mechanic telling a customer to go buy him a tool to repair his car, and after the repairs, the tool becomes the property of the mechanic. I still don't understand. Shemilore from Ojodu is sending that one in.
Shemilore from Ojodu, thank you very much for this question. You want to find out why it is the responsibility of the customer to pay for the meter.
Right.
Okay. So prior to now, Shemilore, I don't know if you've been following what's been happening in the industry. You'd see that, say, around in 2022, 2023, when the federal government intervened. So the industry itself has its challenges, okay? And so at some point, the federal government said that they were going to give what we call the National Mass Metering Scheme to help bridge the metering gap that we had, and of course, in response to the clamor of our customers with respect to estimated bill. And so the government intervened at that time. So, however, that intervention stopped at a particular time when the meters that were distributed were exhausted. So, but then because we needed to, the federal government felt that, okay, there were customers who wanted to get these meters and couldn't wait for the free meters from the federal government.
Right.
And so they thought about the meter asset providers who are independent vendors, and they are selling meters so that customers who cannot wait, okay, from whatever it is that the government has promised can go ahead and procure same. All right. And it's also important to note that, Mr. Shemilore, that this is in line with regulation. So what that means is that the way that the map, the meter asset providers have been set up, it's in line with what the federal government has stipulated by the National Electricity Regulation Commission. Okay, so it is solely a regulatory matter and not entirely in the hands of the distribution companies.
All right, then 08099120777, 09153877127. Those are the numbers that you can still connect with us. Very limited time left on the program, by the way, but you can keep it coming in even as we speak, so that Halima can respond to some of those concerns that you have on the program this morning. All right, let me get back to the messages that are pouring in. This one says, okay, it says, how can customers... Okay, I think you've answered that one. This one says, good morning. It says, good morning, Victor and Halima. Please, can I move my prepaid meter to a new location if I change my residence?
Okay, can I move my prepaid meter? The answer to that is no. Meters are not movable. You can't move it from one address to another. It is mapped to the house, mapped to the meter, and it's not movable. And also, this is even for your own, it's the advantage of the customer to ensure that stealing meters becomes unattractive, because if you know that you cannot use it elsewhere, it's safe where it is. So you cannot move your meter to another place, even if you paid for it.
All right. Let's take this call. Hello there, good morning.
Am I on to Echo FM?
No, this is Traffic Radio.
Echo?
This is Traffic.
Electricity distribution.
Yes, this is the program on IKEJA Electric, and this is Lagos Traffic Radio. What's your name?
Go on with I have a big question for the man, for the woman there.
Okay, what's your name?
It's a very big one. I don't know how it's going to be resolved.
What is your name? What is your name?
To this apartment.
Madam, what's your name?
I'm Mrs. Ogunbefo. I'm calling from K2, Ikosu K2.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. We tapped into the house January. It was developed by a developer. And it promised us that they are going to offset all the bills, accrued debt, bills in the house. Unfortunately, none was done. Now, IKEJA is threatening us, the residents. When we are going to start paying the accrued debt that the developer is supposed to pay? Initially, we were cut off from power for about 2 weeks because the developer even refused to pay anything. Okay. Eventually, they paid a little amount of the accrued debt before we can be reconnected.
Okay.
So I don't know how this can be resolved.
All right.
We've made so many efforts. We've contacted developers, just darling, telling us stories here and there.
Right.
It's a big one. The money accrued is about almost 3 million.
3 million. All right, Mr. Gomez.
The promise was they are going to offset the bill and give us everybody.
All right. All right, Mr. Gomez, I'll just allow you. I would connect you with IKEJA Electric so that we can get this resolved. Okay.
All right.
All right.
I'll go offline and listen to the response.
Thank you so much. So, Halima, what she's invariably saying is that she moved into a property in January and there's an accrued debt of over 3 million on the meter. The developer had promised to repay or perhaps settle or offset this debt, but up to today, it has not been done, and that has led to her light being disconnected. But because of time constraint, really, I will allow you to respond to that off, because and will connect you with her very much later. More questions are coming in. This one says, good morning, Traffic Radio. Greetings to your guest. No, that's not the one. This one says, good morning. I use a prepaid meter. Recently, its control has not been functioning well. To load tokens, it says, see the token registered on the control. Logging in to find the balance of tokens has been a challenge. Say, who or what debt do I complain? Okay, who or what department do I complain to? Okay. All right, so for that kind of situation, what do you think should happen if you're trying to load and you are having issues with loading? What should the person do?
Lodge a complaint. You can either walk in, or you call, or you send an email. whichever
Okay.
one is convenient. You can call us on 0201 7250. I take that again, 0201 7250. Or you send an email to customercare@ikejaelectric.com, where you get a response in form of an SR number. First, you get an automated response, and thereafter you get a response from our team.
All right.
And then, of course, you get a service request number.
Okay, so we'll leave it at that for now. All the questions that are standing here, we'll send to you, and we'll have you respond to them, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, then.
Thank you so much.
Halima Shuaibu, thank you so much for connecting with us.
It's always a pleasure. Thank you, Victor.
Okay, then. So, IKEJA Electric and you, this morning, we've been talking all things metering and matters arising, and I'm sure that you must have learned one or two things from that as well. We have to go. The program has been produced, as usual, by Mike James in the building. I must say a big thank you to Akinriola Durotimi, Marvelous Aibede, also in the building, and not forgetting Okwawo Bridget. Of course, our social media team, Okpa Mishudunke and Afe John, we say a big thank you to you. Our executive producer is Taya Akonle. My name